Morning. So talking about belief, continuing to springboard off of that. And I'm going to talk about belief in your well-being. Because what is your belief in your well-being? And who do you hang around with that has the same similar belief as you? Because here's one thing. If you are dissatisfied with your health and well-being, in any way, shape, or form. So if you think about your weight all the time, if you're constantly struggling with that ping pong, this and that, or you're overcome with depression, with anxiety, with, they say mental health issues, whatever that may be, any sort of disease, then who is it you're hanging around with? Who is it that's within your circle of friends, circle of people that's elevating your level of belief, that's elevating your level of thinking? Because if we think only some people can be healthy and well, but we can't, that's just a poverty. I remember I shared that before. It's a poverty. It's a poor way of thinking. That's all that is. It's a poor way of thinking. Because when we have a poor way of thinking, it exposes our belief. That's not a bad thing. Because beliefs change. Trust me, beliefs change. But if we've got a poor way of thinking, it's because we've built our foundation on that. We've only understood that. We've only understood that it's normal to, struggle with these issues. It's normal to struggle with anxiety. It's normal to struggle with depression and be blanketed down. It's normal. That it's almost like that just becomes our norm. But that's honestly showing you your belief versus if your belief starts to change, you start to change. I'll give you an example. I'll never forget. I was in my later 20s, and I remember when I was a teenager, like 18, 19, and I played on a women's soccer league. And there was a woman that played in that league. And she at that time, well, obviously at all times, she was 5 years older than I was. But I was walking in some trails, and she was running. And she's, like I said, she's 5 years older than me. And I'm like, she's running, but I'm not. Somewhere, I developed this belief that because I wasn't playing soccer, I couldn't run. Like, that's the craziest thing ever, but it was a limiting belief. And then I saw her, and I'm like, well, she believes she can run, so why can't I? That's how really I truly started with getting healthy as far as fitness went, was in that moment. Because I saw her run, and I went, well, if she can do it, so can I. And that belief got me off the start line. And that's where I want to encourage your belief. Because if somebody has something, it's not to envy it. It's to go, well, if they have it, so can I. It's not to be jealous of what somebody else has. And I'm not sitting here saying to try to be like somebody else. But she could run. So could I. If I have good health, so can you. It'll all start with a belief. And I say that because it's like, if you don't believe you can be healthy, then you're right. You won't. But if I'm saying to you, but you can be healthy, I believe you can be healthy, I'm encouraging you, take that, own it. I'm giving it to you. And why do I say that? Because I was once overweight. I've had my own issues with addictions. I've been addicted to sugar. I've been addicted to alcohol. I've gone through all these experiences myself. I know what it's like to feel overweight and frumpy. I know what it's like to be pushed to the curb and nobody really has time for you. Nobody cares to hear what you have to say. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to feel like nobody's listening or nobody cares. I know what that feels like. But somewhere along the journey for me, the right people came in my path and they just believed. And I grabbed a hold of their belief. I didn't want to be like them. I wanted to be the best version of me. I want you to be the best version of you. Because there's only one of you. I want you to be the best version of you. And it's you believing that you can be healthy and well. And you believe that by starting to say, I am healthy, not I'm going to be healthy. No, because if you're going to be healthy, then you're always chasing versus owning it today. Even if you're not healthy today, but if you believe it, if you're like, I am healthy and you believe it, the things that are going to come into your path that are going to steer you in the right direction to actually be healthy, you will be. It's a little bit at a time. It's no different than me seeing that person running. And I'm like, well, if she can do it, so can I. And I believed it. I believed it in every ounce of my being. It doesn't need to be anything flashy. You just say, yeah. That's why I'm saying, if I'm healthy, so can you. I know anybody can turn their life around. If I did, anybody can. And I believe that for you. And I just really hope that you believe that for yourself and continue to surround yourself with people that believe like you, not think like you. Because if you hang around people that continue to think like you won't elevate your thinking. You need to listen or be around people that do elevate your thinking and elevate your belief. It changes everything. And you're worth it. And your health and your well-being is worth it because it affects everything. And no longer will all the diet programs, the anxiety, the can't do's, the not allows, the this, the that, the things that constantly pull at your thinking, it'll start to diminish little bit by little bit by little bit. And you will be walking 100% in good health and well-being. I know that. I've watched it, I've witnessed it, I've experienced it. So grab hold of that belief.